Every time she come on, she got a mask, going to get some barbecue. Chicago must still got outbreaks of the coronavirus.
I done had that shit a million times. I ain't worried about no damn coronavirus. We can't hear you, Renita. Something wrong with your thing. I don't know. What's going on with you, Dad, in Minnesota? You got something planned? I ain't seen those on cue episode in 3 months.
I guess I'm gonna have to start it all over again. That niggas done quit on me or something.
That shit taxing and exhausting and hard, man. It is what it is, though. What's up, Renita? We still can't hear you. You can hear her?
Nope. I think she's self-muted.
No, it's something wrong with her shit. Bad phone. All right, but
this is a bad broadcast today.
Welcome. Today's episode is on identity, which is I really wanted Kaz on this one because I want to fuck with him a little bit about his identity, but I guess not today because he identifies as a weed head. Okay, yeah, and
what is identity?
Identity. So like she's trying to get back in. So in the sense of like how you identify and things like that.
You ain't got nobody. Oh, you got it with you.
It's just gonna be me and you. That's fine. Stop eating. You identify as a fat ass. Something is wrong with her phone.
This is actual white people potato salad.
When you eating that shit, it got raisins in it?
Mm-mm. No, they just don't cook their potatoes all the way through.
Something is wrong. Hit the volume bar on your phone or something. I don't know. Something's wrong with your mic, Renita. It's just not going to work today. It's going to be out. But all right, let's get into it, Dad. It's just going to be me and you, I guess.
I know. You got to start doing broadcasts for the hearing impaired because nigga got to make sign language or something. Read between the lines. Read between the lines.
All right. What's your primary identity, Dad?
Huh?
What do you identify first as?
Human.
Okay. After human, what?
After human? I'm a citizen of the kingdom of God.
I figured you would be Christian first.
Christian actually was a label that was put on believers.
Okay, now we hear you. I hear the wind. What was wrong with your phone?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hey, good.
What you do? Your ass push something on your phone, didn't you?
No, I got the fuck out the car.
The car probably was taking it.
Oh, it probably was in your car. You just had to turn the volume up in your car.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, you kind of slow. You didn't realize you got Bluetooth in your vehicle?
Probably.
And does it connect to your
It's
phone?
all bad.
She worked for the county.
This is who we hire in Cook County. This is the type of people we hire. Niggas can't even use goddamn phone correctly or Zoom call. Y'all don't have to Zoom call at work, Renita?
No, I got somebody to do that for me. You know, black people, one person computer work, we all jam into that one video.
Okay, with you. What's going on with you? Anything coming up?
No, just my damn knee went out. Yeah, so that's fucked up.
You must be officially 60.
I gotta be. Shit, I'm ready. You can't fucking leave county without opening up at least 2 boxes of knees and a hip.
So you know, definitely not retiring no time soon.
No time soon. I still got another knee to do. I'm getting all my shit out of it. Okay, and I'm on.
You got fake knees?
I'm about to get some. I'm gonna get some titties too.
You too old to get that. That would kill Kanye West, mama.
No, it didn't. She went and got her stomach sucked or some shit, goofy shit, trying to get a little shape. For what? Your son
I thought
Kanye
she was trying to
West.
get titties.
Well, your son Kanye West, he could buy you a nigga that don't like titties. The fuck? Your son got money. Your son could buy you top of the line dick. Grade A dick.
I don't think he buy her anything. He just give her a lot of money to let her buy it herself.
There we go. You don't think she could have got top of the line? Come on now.
He probably wanted to be loved for her though. Like
love? Fuck love.
He can't even buy himself love.
He sure can't not right now. I feel so bad for him.
It's weird though. He got richer, then she left him. I know that's ass backwards, ain't it? It's usually like the other way around. Motherfucker start getting broke, nigga fall off, then they get left. This nigga he blew up more, and she left him for a piece of shit white boy. Like, come on,
I think it was they was in two different places. I think his belief system is. You
think because he switched to Christian, his identity changed? Because his identity changed to Christian that hurt him.
Man, that white boy.
That's when it started. Because he didn't like the way she was dressing and stuff, and he used to make comments about it. I knew that was gonna be the end of it then.
I mean, you gotta do what makes the bills bring the money in.
Yeah, but he did switch his identity. He switched his identity to Republic. He switched his political identity to Republican and his religious identity to Christianity.
Oh, okay. So
and then he
you not a Christian?
I don't know what she is. She's just
Kardashian.
Yeah.
You got real
media whores. They just love.
You got real believers and you got faking the funk people. She was faking the funk.
Oh, was she? Mm-hmm. He thought he was gonna appeal to them by telling them he wanted his kids to go to church, and she wouldn't let them go to church.
That's really interesting because
what are the chances of those kids going to church?
I'm not Christian, but like I believe in the church does. I think kids need some form of morality, and it does help with that a little bit.
It does.
Because some of these kids fucked up in the head. These kids that ain't been going to church and shit, they don't even respect church. They're still out of churches and shit. They got no.
They don't even respect their grandparents, man.
Oh, they don't.
That's ridiculous.
It's something.
I seen somebody beating their grandmama up. How you gonna beat your grandma up?
You what?
Yeah, I seen a girl beating her grandmama.
Yeah, you talk back to your parents, but not the grandparents.
How you gonna beat your grandma up? That's crazy.
That kid that shot up at school in Uvalde, he shot his grandmama first, remember?
Oh no, that's crazy.
Yeah, he shot his grandmother. Like, you don't.
What you do?
Nobody argue with grandma. You don't argue with grandma. You just shut the fuck up and listen to the book.
If that ain't a one-way ticket to hell, arguing with your grandma. Hey, bro.
My grandma get on my goddamn nerves, but I don't never say shit back. I be like, all right, grandma.
I don't know about y'all, but I used to be scared of Lee. Lee used to hit. She had an uppercut.
I wasn't scared of. I'm not scared of Bob physically, but like I respected her. Like both of my grandmothers. I take that back. I'm lying. You remember I got into it with your mama, Grant, when I was like 3, 4.
You squared up with her?
Her sister jumped me.
They jumped me.
They beat the shit out of me.
They beat the demons out of you.
And they was a little bit overweight, so they kind of like set all their weight on me, man. I couldn't breathe. I was like I wasn't even in kindergarten yet, man. I was a little kid. They was choking.
Yeah, they coming. They was waiting to fuck you up. They were like, soon as she had this one, he mad.
Oh, we was cool. We ain't never had another problem after that. I became real respectful to my grandparents, and their siblings, and everything. So
I only saw one of my grandparents, and I was scared of him.
Who?
My mama's father.
Really?
I don't.
Did your uncle forewarn you?
He used to like scare us, like spooky scare us.
Oh, spooky scare.
Like doing spooky stuff. Like acting
your brother told me he was nice.
He was nice, but he would play with us and tell like spooky stories and stuff. He tells spooky. When you little,
You believe everything they say.
You know, the old people used to tell spooky stories, man, scare you, make you get scared, turn the lights off, be talking.
You got you thinking people living under your bed and shit.
You scared to look in the dark, put the light on.
Yeah.
Somebody push you in a closet. That oh Lord, kill me now.
That's probably why the new kids don't get along with their grandparents.
These new kids, man, they looking at Freddy Krueger and they looking
these
at
new kids. No, these new kids, their grandparents tell them a story. They go online and be like, "Nope, this shit's a lie. Google says you're lying, grandma."
TikTok didn't say that.
I looked at some old horror movies that I used to be scared of. I'm like, how was I afraid of this stuff?
Fuck that. The Exorcist is still scary.
I'm not a fan of horror movies. I can't watch it. It's not my genre.
I don't like horror movies, but the
Get Out, that's the only one they classify that as horror, but I don't see it as horror. So.
Get Out was real.
Yeah,
I think reality. That was a documentary.
This girl love ribs. She eat ribs every time she coming on.
I bet you can't make me no ribs. I heard yours were good.
Who, man?
No, I'm talking about your daddy.
I'm better than him.
Oh, you are? Okay. Challenge.
He know already. I don't gotta go to no challenge.
What? He can have it if he wants to. I'm not in no competition. Why would I be in competition with my own son?
You see, you don't see him when he called my phone and I help him with his recipes. We help each other. That's how you're supposed to do.
So what sides do you cook?
I can cook anything that's like, I can't do like desserts. Like
you bought them ribs? Where the ribs came from?
Yeah, she bought them. She can't cook.
Kirk's. I can't stand you. I can't cook. Huh?
That's what that dude in LA left you. But
he told me I need to cook. I said, what the fuck? I ain't got no title. I'm gonna just go in the McDonald's.
Oh, y'all broke up?
No, we ain't never been together.
It's a wrap already.
Look, I'm like Tupac. Just because you boned don't mean you own. No, I told him.
Oh yeah, dude, cook that man the meal. You wouldn't cook.
I have to have a title. I'm gonna just walk. You just walk into a McDonald's and drop fries. No, you gotta work at McDonald's to drop fries.
Dudes be wrong. We want women to cook and work at the same time. You can't do that.
You can't tell them that, Grant.
That's not fair.
Quantis, it's not gonna work. That don't work.
When I was married and my wife worked, I'll cook sometimes, she cooks sometimes. That's how that go.
See?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's supposed to be like that.
Shoot.
But she was working under a title.
It depends on the person, but I don't mind cooking because cooking is kind of therapeutic for me. Like I didn't start cooking until maybe 4 years ago.
I actually like cooking, but sometimes
I like cooking what I want to cook. I don't cook anything. So
my first two wives, they couldn't cook, so that's why I started cooking. I was like, ooh.
Did you say your first two?
Don't
do that.
No, my first, she couldn't cook in the beginning. She learned over time.
She not better than me either. I can cook better than her. She kind of
she's still not all that good.
No, she got her shit. Like she real good with ham.
She good with certain pot rolls.
I'm better than her with that.
But anybody could be a cook with the crock pot. I mean, come on, man.
I'm better than on pot roast, but she got her certain like specialties that she good at. Yeah, my oldest sister.
She make a mean cereal.
Shoot.
She got this one thing she okay at. She make a decent it's like a casserole thing.
Man, these new people, even their cereal be messed up. They be putting non-dairy milk on their cereal. It's like, what the hell? How you gonna have cereal without real milk?
I don't even eat cereal no more.
We putting what's
almond milk.
Almond milk. Oh man, that's disgusting. I'm not eating no cereal.
So since we're talking about identity, which one are you first, Renita? A woman or a black person?
Oh, those are my two options.
Or you got something else? What is your first identity? Your primary identity?
I say with Quantis human. I always go with that route.
Well, I know that's default. There's no choice. But I'm just saying, like,
yeah, my first, I'm a woman.
You're a woman before a black person?
Yeah. Yeah.
How?
I'm a woman.
So you, if you had to choose between the issues, you're gonna side with women issues over black issues.
Because for me it'll still be a win-win because I'm a woman. I'm gonna side with women issues over black issues.
Yeah, I think that's a conundrum. I think most black women are actually like that. Like they're like woman first. It's really
woman first. So then I can't lose because I got them white girls on my side. Shit, I'm winning.
It's like Kaz not on here, but he's gay first before he's black. It's really interesting to me that how people decide.
Because I'm telling you, most of them people out there protesting for them to stop putting bans on abortion are white women. If it was more black women out there protesting, then for sure they would ban that shit.
Black women had their babies. The black women stick with the babies. They deal with it. Now the second time, the black women be like, White women don't give it a try the first.
No, I don't want all them goddamn names on my mailbox.
You talking?
No, we're gonna stick to these names right here.
No, see, that's some new shit though. Like the old way was if you wasn't married, the kid take the maiden name, the mother's maiden name.
You could create a whole new name. We the mamas.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but the way it used to be like, that nigga won't marry you, the kids can't get his name. That's how it used to be. Like, I don't know. That's some new shit.
No, like think about it. Back in the day, I was born in '69. I got my dad's last name.
Yeah,
it depends on who filling out the birth certificate, to be honest.
I'm just saying, but it's more
progressive. I don't think Andrew signed no birth certificate.
I know a bunch of people that know who their father is, and they don't share last names with him because he wouldn't marry the mom.
That's crazy. I guess
the older people, but now all of the young. All right, let's say anybody be under over my age. Most people over my age do not got their dad last name if their mom was a single mom. They got their mama last name.
Yeah, like Oko.
Oko.
One of my cousins, he got his mom last name. That's how even my brother, my dad, oldest son, he got his mom last name. Like you don't, because that's how it works when you.
That's how they used to do.
If you're not marrying that woman, they don't get that dad last name. That's some new shit. That didn't start until after me. That's like maybe after you.
No. Now that it went to hyphen, I seen dudes with hyphenated names. Not because they was gay, they got their mama and their daddy name. Last name.
You said not because they was gay.
That actually stems more from Latin America. They do that a lot down there. Even when they married, they get the kid both names.
They hyphenate.
Yeah, they do. They do. I see a lot of those IDs. They had a mama and a daddy last name.
But the weird thing is, okay, you got a hyphenated name. How do you pick for like, say two hyphenated name people have kids? What the fuck do they pick for their kids last name?
You think too much.
Then you gonna be like them the Russians and stuff. They got like 18 names. Or Africans really got long names.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is your name?
And then the tribe.
He's just dealing with African people. Just call them all Olu. They all got Olu somewhere. Olu mean God, and what's it? The Nigerian Africans. So like it's just different. I just like Olu shit. Fuck it. It's just they be like a long name. No, I think the Indians got the longest, and they don't got no vowels in it, so you can't pronounce.
Oh yeah, the Indians. Their name don't even be a name. It'd be like a action. Running water. Cloud moving.
Not the Native Americans. I talk about Indians from India.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Native American people.
Like, remember that dude he was doing that work for? And then he wrote me a check and I saw his real name. I was like, fuck.
It was long as hell, long as the check.
Yeah, he used to be like, they'll tell you something short that's only like a couple of letters, like 4 letters to call him. He wrote the check. The name on the check was like at least 13 letters. It was longer than
They had a long name.
longer than my second middle name.
It
And
still
that's
ain't like it. It ain't like Native Americans. They be having some crazy names. He plays with himself. And all kind of stuff.
running R. Kelly.
Likes little girls. All kind of names. Like, what's wrong?
Yeah, that man's identity is pedophile. But like,
I hate y'all. I don't know how.
They gonna probably chemically castrate that dude.
Who?
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly.
I think
If he got to
to get
fill
out
out the paperwork, they'll never do it because he can't spell chemical.
I think they do that to when they let him out. When they let him out amongst the population.
they ain't gotta do shit. He got 30 years of fed time. He can't get out until he's 80 something. I'm pretty sure Father Time then took all of that nature away. Nothing gonna work anyway.
They'll probably have a new pill.
He gonna be singing Jailhouse Rock for a long time.
Yeah, that was wrong that they gave him that much time.
Well,
you know how many people that boy that messed up? How many lives got messed up from R. Kelly?
But he wasn't a racketeer.
Yeah, but a lot of people's lives got messed up.
Man, he messed up. It don't matter. Sometimes people ain't even in jail. They in jail. They rightfully in jail for the wrong stuff, but they need to be in jail for what they did. They just didn't get caught.
Yeah,
that's all that is.
They're gonna lock him up in jail for rape.
You know, no. There's sometimes life come back and get you some kind of way. Because he was messing with little girls, man.
It's wrong what he did.
Messing up their whole life. Forget all that right, wrong stuff. Sometimes, even if you're in jail for the wrong thing, he need to be away from little girls.
That's a slippery slope. I really don't like doing that because.
So let him.
They start locking. What about people who get wrongful? Yeah, like because
right. You know what? That's why I don't believe in the death. I think that your punishment is jail because the death penalty, people being there for the wrong reason, they be innocent. Like those people who got caught in New York. Remember them boys?
Oh, that was sad.
That was fucked up. They fucked them boys' lives up. Now, what if they would have killed them?
The Central Park 5, that's what they call it.
Right. Yeah, I think that you should. Prison is hard enough. Get in there. Depending on what the crime is, you know, they'll fix it. They'll get you right up in there. I believe that's the punishment. And you don't want them to die. I don't want none of them to die. Jeffrey Dahmer, I want all them to live.
I only believe in the death penalty if you've been caught red-handed.
Red-handed? I don't even know what red-handed is no more because they red-handed ain't I red-handed.
I'm for a
different way.
I'm for an opt-in death penalty. They choose death or prison time. Let them choose it.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool.
So it's on the person. Yeah, let the prisoner choose. If they want to die, let them.
Right.
It should be their choice.
I think it should be their choice.
I saw a documentary the other day, and I think it cost close to $400,000 per year for an inmate. That's a waste of money, man.
What the fuck country was that?
Here.
Which state? It must be a very specific prison.
That's crazy. $400,000 a year. Then they get out and they can't even make $12,000 a year.
That's wasting money.
That's not wasting money. That's for jobs. They got a scam going. There's no different.
I'm just saying, if you can invest that kind of money in a loser, how much more can you know?
You know what? I don't care what nobody say. When I was growing up, I used to think stir crazy was real. I think they used to fight to be at the rodeo and box and all that other goofy shit. Damn, they're really hurting each other.
I mean, if you think about it, the judge has to make a salary, the clerk makes a salary, the stenographer makes a salary, the police, the wardens. So there's a lot of people involved.
Public defender who does absolutely. I don't know. I would like to see
the lowest one. He's one of the lowest paid.
But let's see what the statistics of that. Has any public defender actually saved somebody?
Yeah,
sometimes.
Yeah.
The public defender is the people that couldn't get the job at the law office. So they're the worst attorneys. Yeah, the worst attorneys. Unless it's just a noble one that didn't want to take.
Sometimes you get sometimes you get one that's you know, it's good.
Yeah, everybody about their bag these days, so it's just really different. So you don't have a religious identity, Renita?
No.
What? I thought you was Christian.
No, I'm no.
You got against Christianity?
No, I'm none of that. No,
I thought you
don't need none
talking
of
shit
that.
about Christians. You for real not Christian?
I'm for real not Christian. I don't need none of that to have morals. I'm good. I you know what? I bring donuts to my whole hospital. Each department, that's like 10 dozen donuts, each department. A lady asked me, why do you do that? I said, are you a Christian? She said, yes. And I said, I'm not.
You do that because you doing that at a different kind of motive. You trying to get them niggas diabetes because you hate them.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Trying to replace. No, no, really. It's like a lottery for me. If I do good shit happens to me. If I give money to random people, money comes back to me. It's karma. All karma ain't bad. And so no, I'm not a Christian.
You believe in karma? I
believe in karma. I believe if whatever you put out to the universe is coming back to you.
That's a religion. That's an Easter. That's called New Thought. That comes from the East. That's a form of religion. It's actually part of.
I ain't got to go to the building. I do that.
It's part of Buddhism and.
Yeah, I truly believe, but it's been working for me every time I do something. Or like, so for instance, Quantis, if you level up, and because I know you and we in a circle, I'm gonna level up. It's inevitable. It just comes that way. Like if you say, oh, okay, I just got a new car, whatever I was manifesting or whatever, I'm gonna get it because you got it.
But so do you think there's some higher power out there doing that, or some universe that we all tapped into, or is that just
some universe that we all tapped into? It's
you
all
really think people tapped into? I don't believe in that.
I do. I believe. I'm sorry. I'm spiritual, but like I said, I believe in manifestation.
Now I believe in the laws of reciprocity, but this you can change like certain people and like if you the ones you encounter with, you can help change their impression about you. But I don't think this magical universe is just
no. I think that with manifestation, I think that too. Like if certain people, you could change their attitude about you. Certain things that you do play on and on. Like for instance, I was at the DMV and this girl was actually stuck. She helped me use this little kiosk thing to pay a ticket. And she was playing with her kiosk. And I was like, well, how much is your ticket? Her ticket was $50. I would love to have a fucking $50 ticket. I swiped my card and paid her $50 ticket. She sat there and she cried. But her thinking about me constantly brought me good vibes all that year. Because she was constantly thinking about me. Manifestation. That's just what it is. And that's why I do what I do.
Yeah. You better than Christians.
No, I did some dirty shit. I'm not gonna ever try to be a Christian. You know why? I'm gonna tell you real shit. I'm not gonna stop doing all the dirty shit that I do. I got tattoos. I love my tattoos. I'm going to get another tattoo. I love fucking. I'm not gonna stop fucking. I'm not. Every rule you got in the Bible, I break and I can't stop. And I'm not gonna play with that God. If there is a God, I'm gonna claim that you guys do have a God, and I'm not playing with him. I won't be the motherfucker that play with him. He gonna be all right with me. He gonna be like, damn, you the only one that didn't play with me.
The whole universe testifies to the fact that there is a greater being.
Or beings, we don't know.
No,
right.
It's not being. It can't be beings. It has to be one entity.
We don't know.
You know what? I enjoy that.
If you really want to get into a debate about it, I hope you don't want to do that right now.
I'm not debating. I'm just saying
we
know. That's what I thought.
We can hypothesize and come up with
there is nothing that exists without thought behind it. Period.
I enjoy a lot.
There is nothing that exists without thought behind it. And the human system, all the organisms, DNA, all of that stuff. There's no possible way this could have happened without intelligent design. Period.
Okay.
I don't care. It's not no random choice. It ain't just because you control and manipulate it.
If I can see that to you, then where did this intelligent designer come from?
In order for the whole theory of God to be true, he cannot be created. Other than that, it's going to go into infinity.
So he just came from some kind of big bang or something, right?
No. Already, the only way God works is that God already was. Other than that, it makes no sense.
And was started with the bang.
And God cannot exist in his own creation because it has to be controlled. For instance, out in outer space, 95% of the universe consists of two things: dark matter and dark energy, of which the scientists have no freaking idea what that is.
The scientists think they don't know.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Dark matter, if you study, I'm trying to give you a scientific fact.
They don't understand nothing.
If you study astrophysics, do you know what dark matter is?
Yeah.
And dark energy. Do you know that the scientists have no idea what it is, but it is what holds the universe together?
They don't know for sure.
Exactly. Well, that dark matter and that dark energy is God. Period.
They don't know. You don't know for sure. How do you know?
It is the only thing, and it's what hell holds. The only way that things can exist is something outside of the universe has to control it.
That's just a theory.
Here's the problem that all secular people or atheists say is, well, where did God come from? God didn't have, if God came from somewhere, then he's not God. He's created. The only thing that makes sense is that there is a God, period.
The only thing that makes sense is that nothing makes sense.
No, the only thing that makes sense, and see, because you are a created being, you can't understand being created. All you understand is being created. So you think that God had to be created.
I think that
God cannot have been created, or he's not God.
I didn't say that God.
It doesn't make sense.
I'm not certain that there is a God or that there isn't a God. I don't know, and I don't.
But God cannot. God cannot. That's because you're thinking of God in man's image. God has to exist. Period. Never had a beginning. Period. Other than that, that's not God. That's just a man.
You know what? Shit that I don't understand, I don't play with, and I ain't playing with him. Shit.
But you don't understand what you talked about. You talk about manifestation, and you think you understand what you're talking about, but that's just hyperbole.
Okay, then I'm hyperbole understanding.
That's all it is.
Okay, I said,
Malachi said, it's just the laws of reciprocity. I'm not gonna be
one of those people talking about doing all the same stuff I do. I'm still fucking. I still drink alcohol. I got tattoos.
That's because you've been around. You've been around people. Tattoos. What's wrong with tattoos?
He working on me.
What's wrong with sex?
Go overseas somewhere. Use that.
What's wrong with sex?
What's wrong with sex? What's wrong with
tattoos? What's wrong?
Not designed to fuck. We gonna have sex.
Everybody, sex is created by God. Sex is created by God.
I thought you had to be married to do that.
Sex out of control. Sex out of control is what's destroying everything anyway.
Like I said.
Why the hell you think people got all these want to have all these abortions? Is because they don't know how to discipline themselves. They don't know how to come and bring things into
control. Okay, so you can have sex. You can have sex without being married now in the Bible.
Sex is for marriage. Sex is marriage.
I thought Leviticus
sex is marriage. Every time you have sex, you're entering into a marriage with somebody.
Oh, motherfucker. I thought shit. I was like, I've been married twice. I've been married a lot.
You've been married a lot. And that's sometimes why people develop psychic problems.
Okay, let's distinguish what he's talking about. He's talking about the concept, some people believe in the concept of spiritual marriages. And then it is not a legal marriage under the law of the land. So, okay, let's just distinguish that.
I don't want to be spiritually married to some of the people.
That's what, basically, he's talking about soul ties.
Oh, no.
So, every time a soul tie is technically a marriage in the eyes of the spiritual God that he believes in. That's what he's saying.
Just like when you have physical sex, you share DNA with each other. You can't get around that. You're going to share DNA with each other. His DNA gets on your DNA, and then it gets intermingled. Well, the same thing emotionally happens. His emotions, your emotions, they get intermingled. Whoever you having sex with, you become one with them spiritually, emotionally, and physically. And you can't get around that. Now, once you do that on a regular basis, you become what's known as conflicted. So now, now what happens is people have attachment issues. You say, forget it. It don't mean anything because you have so many partners that you don't even get attached anymore.
I can't get attached. Like, okay,
exactly. That you just proved my point.
Right. I'm not attached to, I don't think I was attached to my son's father, but okay. Some people I do.
Well, y'all attached via the son. That is a different kind of attachment. Y'all created offspring.
You know what? I've done like certain people I do feel like it was a spiritual connect and stuff, but
It's too many. It's so many of them now. It's bringing conflict to your soul.
Everybody that you had sex with, you believe that you got a spiritual marriage with them.
It's no belief to it. It's positive.
Initially you do. I think it take a while to get it out your system.
So it can come out your system.
I believe so.
It can.
I've been attached to people that I didn't understand why, and then I realized it was due to that. So,
but what happens when you do it so much, and this a lot of people, especially those that are in the porn industry, when you do it so much, you become almost normalized to it, and it's meaningless now. So you have what attachment issues. You can't get attached to anybody. So now you're just going from partner to partner to partner to partner to partner, and now you're conflicted, and your soul is fragmented, so you can't really get close to anybody.
It's just like addiction. You gotta like.
Okay, if you're just addicted to one person, you think
it's not an addictive thing.
Sex can become addictive.
Sex can become addictive.
Why do you think people get so upset with cheating? They ain't even got to have any morals. They don't even have any. It's just inert in people to be monogamous. They try to say that's not so, but it is so. People feel bad when you go out and you bring somebody else into the relationship.
Do you think you could be monogamous?
Everybody can be monogamous. Everybody wants to be monogamous.
I said, do you think you could be monogamous?
Of course.
Have you?
Yes.
But not monogamy isn't. I don't think. Okay. Let me ask it this way. So monogamous in a sense, when you're in monogamous situations, do you still get attracted to other people?
Good question. Quantis?
Why not?
I'm saying, like, is it disposable? But then how you got this soulmate if you supposed to be with this person? I can make the decision to be monogamous and try to fight those temptations.
It's not a fact of fighting anything. It's if you can.
Temptation out there.
The problem is with most people, that's just people that are covetous. You know, of course you can be attracted to somebody else. Say, oh man, or acknowledge somebody else's beauty. That doesn't mean I have to enter into a whole relationship with them. Why?
No, I'm not talking about that part. But I'm saying, are you truly monogamous if you even had that thought in your head?
What do you mean? Why does it have to be? Why does
if you look at somebody in another way?
Why does it have to be bad because you see somebody that's good looking and you be like, man, that person.
I thought you couldn't. Is that like lust or you just compliment?
Just because you acknowledge somebody's beauty don't mean you want to go sleep.
I'm talking about if the lust enters your brain and you think about fucking them.
Bad,
not necessarily acting on the actions in your head, but like say you look at them like, damn, I would,
So isn't that bad too?
That's not lust. Lust is this. Lust when you lusting at something, it's like, man, I want to get that. Just because you see somebody that you're attracted to, do you want to eat every hamburger that you see?
Yeah, I like the Kofa's hamburgers.
Okay, listen to me, Quantis. So lust is a sin, right? Or no?
Lust is actually wantonness is the sin. Actually, lasciviousness is the sin. Just because you see something that tempts you, that doesn't mean that that's bad.
So if they tempt you, that means
everybody gets tempted.
So that means you lusted.
You can lust after food.
Right. And that's still
and not act on it.
Okay. But you still lusted. So is lust a sin?
So is it the thought or the action? That's the sin. That's the question.
Oh, but that's okay. That's a good question. Is it a thought or the action?
The sin is when you want to do something to someone else that you know you're not in a relationship with.
So then
that's the sin. Because you conceived the act already in your mind. Like you had sex with this person in your mind.
You ain't never seen some woman that just, man, you be like,
damn. And I ain't said, ooh man, I wonder what she's like in a doggy style.
You ain't gonna say that out loud. You ain't gonna say that out loud. Have you ever seen somebody that you was like, damn? So exactly when you see them and they go, and you go, damn, what are you going down for? And why? I mean, once you see somebody and you go, oh, damn, she's pretty. What are you? It's got to be a follow-up behind that. I mean,
why does there have to be a follow-up behind that?
Oh, okay. So you could just look at somebody and not have any thoughts. Like, okay, like if I took my shirt down
if I'm a gynecologist,
if I took my shirt down right now.
What if I'm a doctor? Okay, and I'm a gynecologist. I work on coochies all day long. I work on coochies all day long.
That's your job. I'm talking about lust.
Exactly.
You're not a gynecologist.
Exactly.
How many coochies have you seen?
How many my lifetime? Quite a few.
Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, your wives. Let's just keep it strictly there. When you saw them, you didn't think like, God damn.
Outside of the first one, no.
Man, Pam always had a nice ass shape, baby.
Hey, that's my mother.
Even after them babies.
But when I married Pam, my whole mindset was different. My whole mindset was different.
When I'm in a relationship, I be going through struggles because I be looking at other women like, God damn, I be trying to get those thoughts out.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I can't see how you looking at somebody and not going. You know, when you met your other wives, you ain't go like this.
No.
Yeah, that's gonna be mad.
No.
Yeah, I have problems.
That's gonna be mad.
I got demons that you don't got, Quantis.
I got demons that don't nobody got. In matter of fact, ain't none of these motherfuckers getting off this bus. This bus is full.
Then I mean, what's the sense of it? Because the whole thing about pleasure is just like when you at the buffet, you can't have all that food. Some people try. Some people put too much on their plate, man, and it's like I shouldn't even grab.
I do it with stuff. Food and alcohol, Dad. I'd be like, shh. I'm not gonna have it. I'm not gonna have this last drink as much as I want it, and I just leave it away. But I'm saying, which one is the sin? The thought of me really wanting that drink, or me having the power to come against those thoughts?
It's not even. See, it would take a whole dissertation for me to actually teach on that because we so stuck on the do-dos and the don't-don'ts. It's not even about all of that. It's about empowering yourself to be in control of who you are. And not let your feelings control you. That's what this thing is all about. Instead of sin controlling me, I control the sin. I'll be like, no, you're not finna do this today. In other words, are my emotions and my appetites gonna control me? Evidently, I've been letting the appetites control me because look at me.
How many kids you got?
You talking about his fatness?
I'm talking about fatness.
But that's okay.
All my kids, but outside of one child, all my kids came out of my marriages, and most of them was because the wives wanted them.
Okay. Okay, is that a sin to be fat?
Yes.
Yes, he's gluttony. He's letting his
I'm telling y'all, see, that's why I don't play with God. I eat real. Come on, man.
It's not a fact.
He's letting his lust for food overcome him.
See, the problem with most people, and it's supposed people that are really ignorant to what God is all about, you can't live without sin. Period. So it's not about do-dos and don't-don'ts. It's about learning to have dominion and power over it.
But don't you have to fix it? I'm not trying to fix it. I like it.
That's why I just kept asking you. Is it the thought or the action?
I don't like overeating. The overeating is the same thing. A lot of people just transfer their lust. Okay, so say for instance, I used to do a lot of cocaine or weed or whatever. So instead of doing the cocaine and weed, it's cheeseburgers and pork chops. It's still the same thing.
Is it the act or the thought? Well, you ain't thinking about no damn cheeseburger and getting fat.
No. It's the void. The problem is there's something inside that needs to be fixed.
Okay, but we want to know which one is the sin. Is it the act?
It's not even. Stop looking at you want to correct is the control. You want to have control over who you are. And see, we get hung up in the little bitty stuff, the do-dos and the don't. It's not about we're under grace. It's not about the do-dos and the don't-don'ts. It's about getting control of who you are as a person, which is what I'm striving. That's why I fight with food all the time, because I still have issues in my flesh. Flesh is never satisfied. Never. It's never satisfied. Not this flesh. No human flesh is satisfied. So the whole thing is to get victory over it. Which many of us are failing at.
Is good habits you can develop to replace.
That don't have nothing to do with you going to heaven or hell. What gets you is the belief in God is what gets you into heaven. Not your do-dos and your don't-don'ts. And a lot of people don't understand that. And that takes a whole lot of teaching to get people to understand how to come out of that living under the law type of atmosphere. And so people are always in the condemnation. Did I sin? Did I do this? It ain't even about that. My victory right now is learning how to turn away these cheeseburgers because it's killing me. I ain't gonna make it to 100 like this. You don't see no overweight people in their 90s, period. Keep thinking. How many fat people you know that's 99?
Your mom made it to 80-something.
Them niggas died in their 80s, exactly. You might, if you good, like I got a good heart right now, I don't smoke and all that stuff. I got a good heart, I got good blood pressure, I don't have high blood sugar, none of that. But if I keep damaging my temple like this, 84, 86, that's it for me. I gotta extend this thing.
Let's do the rank it and wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right, I want you to rank these movements. The conservative movement, the civil rights movement, the women's rights movement, the LGBT movement, and the labor movement.
You so silly.
He always was them rankings be bogus.
But how do they rank in society or just ranking with me?
Through
what do I think?
Successfulness, like
LGBTQ, whatever. The LGBT.
You got to. I said, okay. Let me repeat it. Conservative movement. That's the one that been fighting to take over the Supreme Court for the last 50 years. And they finally got the Roe versus Wade done. Civil rights movement. That's the movement that Martin Luther King was a part of. To fight the Jim Crow shit. The women's right movement, that's the one that brought women's suffrage and giving women the right to vote. LGBT, that's for the gay rights. And then the labor movement was what brought us like the 40-hour work week, some kind of, more unionization and stuff like that.
Well, I take the labor movement for, civil rights, labor.
I'm talking about which one was most successful, not necessarily which one was important to you.
Oh, really? I know which one.
Oh, the LGB is the most successful.
The LGB, they killing the game. You can't even beat them up. You can still.
You can't even say. You can't even.
You can't talk bad about them.
You can't talk bad, and it's a shame that it's that powerful. But it's to me.
They power because it's more of them than it is us.
The conservative.
It ain't even more of them, Renita. It's not more of them. They making it seem like it's more of them. They put you like this. They in so many key positions.
Yeah.
The power, like the media. I look on MSNBC, they top news person is LGBTQ, Rachel Maddow. What you gonna do? Look on CNN, they top one is gay. What's his name? The white guy with the gray hair, white hair? Anderson Cooper. Gay. What you gonna do?
They in high positions.
On Fox. Fox had they top newscaster was Shepard. Gay. I mean, conservative. They got gays in the conservative.
I don't think they real good at grabbing corporate power, but I don't think they got real power.
Who?
The LGBT movement.
Oh,
what?
Man,
they got Hollywood. They got Hollywood.
That to me, Hollywood's not real power.
They got you Disney. Lose your job talking about them on social media.
I don't think that. To me, the conservative movement just grabbed real.
And somebody
power.
in Facebook got to be gay.
Got to
somebody
be.
In Facebook.
In my opinion,
God, you better not say nothing about this. You can't even call them alphabet people.
The conservative movement just took the Supreme Court, man. They the ones that stripped the women's rights. But it
didn't get approved all across the states. This
first
shit,
of all, Malachi, that's
all 50 states. You can't talk about them.
Y'all giving too much credence to Roe versus Wade.
I'm talking about the states.
The states still have the power. The states still have the power.
Listen, they just had another decision. That same Supreme Court just made a decision in Maine had made a rule where they wasn't gonna give money to like religious schools. They stripped that away. The conservative movement, man, is strong. Stronger than you think.
I think people should. I don't think you just because you believe a certain way that you shouldn't get state money. Why not?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the movement has enough power to put people in. To me,
I mean, yeah, it's the conservative.
They took the court. They got the court. That's the most powerful body in the country
right now. Yeah,
they running it. Shout out to the women's rights movement because, like, you got to realize women can vote, and somehow they convince people that to give them the right to vote, and they didn't even have it. Why are they scared of women? They can't even vote, but they gave them the right to vote. That was really hard to do. The same with the civil rights movement. Why would you side with black people in that movement, and they really have no power at that moment? So it's really interesting how they leverage those situations to
me. Look, out of all the movements, the civil rights people, the black people got screwed. We ain't got no reparation. We ain't even got a tax break. They should at least give black people a tax break.
The labor movement, you know, before the labor movement, they used to have like work days was ridiculous. They would turn back clocks in factories to make people work over. It was ridiculous. You had no worker rights. The labor movement, shit, they actually got a day, Labor Day. That's when they come out the labor movement. 40-hour work week. Even though
the labor movement that actually came from communism.
Mm-hmm. It's a little bit of communism mixed in there, but they actually had real power, so people had to meet their demands because like they were shutting down factories and shit. You know, that was a different kind of movement. To me, like the gays is only 10% of the population. Blacks is only 13%. Women is half of the population. And now they vote.
No, but the gays, let me tell you why they powerful.
Go.
They all over the world. It ain't just United States. It's all over the world, man. Civil rights has not reached all over the world. Like the gay thing. Europe got more gay stuff, man, rights than the United States.
And they're killing the market with that because if you got the gay rights, and you are a lesbian, you cornered the market with the women's rights. They're killing the game. They're killing the game. I believe no gays that can we call them gays? You can't call them gays. The LGBTQ.
Yeah, gay. G is for gays. That's not the.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't play the language.
I'm tired of it because the movement is trying to reconstruct how you say things.
Yeah.
How you use
and they let them. What?
And all of that stuff, but it's getting on my nerves.
I have to call somebody what they tell me to call them in the clinic. Whatever the person identifies, if they say they other or them, I have to relay that to them. And I see clearly what your name is, and they'll tell you they want to be referred to as them.
That's totally. I have no problem with
LGBTQT.
I have no issue with that.
There's a black woman.
I got no quarrel with that part. My problem is when they get mad if I accidentally mess up. I will try to appease you as best as I can. But like,
I'm not. You know what?
Don't get mad at me when I fuck up.
There's some stuff worth fighting for. I can't, man. That's what makes me old. I think when you get old, you just say the hell with all these people because I'm tired, man.
I don't think it's an old thing.
It's like, what's the purpose? What life are you saving? Because I don't call you she or them. I mean, this is stupid to me.
That's their identity, and I'm gonna try my best
to call people. Are you gonna commit suicide because I called you he instead of she or them?
It's no different than you.
Sick of it, man. I'm just tired of it.
That's gonna be on you.
It's no different.
It's your fault for calling them.
Exactly.
It's no difference than your name on here is DJ Quantis and me trying to remember to call you that. But like sometimes I call you Grant or Dad or something else. But it's okay. Don't get mad at me.
You don't see me snapping.
That's all I'm saying.
This is my stage name.
Calling the police or suing.
So that's how I look at it with them. That's their identity in the world, and that's what they want to be called. I'm cool with that. Just don't get mad at me if I fuck it up sometimes.
It's not the names, Malachi. It's not the name. People got a habit of when you see and perceive something as he, you call it that. When you perceive something as she, you call it that. Now you got some people that are obviously a man. Like Please. That's the thing. People want to go non-binary. I don't care what's it. Here's the problem. It's a mental issue. It's like I'm pleasing crazy people. At the end of the day, it's silly. It's something you're thinking in your head. It's not something that's obvious.
Everybody, okay,
I'm tired of it, man. I'm so tired of that stuff.
If you want to call it a mental issue, that's fine. But whatever.
It's the devil.
How do you address people in your family?
All it's doing is divide. It's not bringing us together. It's dividing us.
How do you address people with mental issues in your family and stuff?
It's dividing us, man. It's something.
What do we do? Okay, if somebody got autism or something, we try to appease them too. So what's the issue?
It's another thing to divide and conquer. You know where that come from.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Let's all get along. Like Rodney King said, can't we just all get along? God, dog.
Like I have no problem trying to.
I don't care what you got no problem with. You be messing up all the time with it. You get that stuff get on your nerves.
I mess up all the time.
What if you had a little daughter? What if you had a girl that was going to school trying to learn how to play volleyball, and then some boys want to all of a sudden say, I'm gonna represent as a girl, and I'm gonna play volleyball.
That's totally different.
Man, I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of it.
The sports debate is something totally different.
But we got the sports debate for giving them this. It's like the old people say, you give a nigga an inch, you won't take a mile. That's exactly what happened.
I have no problem.
You give in to one thing, they don't stop. You give them one, okay, you gave you this, you that, cool. But they keep going. They keep pushing and keep pushing. And you know doggone what they doing.
This is true.
They keep on pushing and pushing and pushing to the next thing. You know what they want to see? They want to see DJ Quantis in a dress. That's what they want to see. They want to see me in a tutu with a bra on.
Then put the shit on. Just end it. End it. Put the shit
on. I'm telling you.
I'm going to give you a bra, and I know my chest ain't as big as yours.
That's what they want to see, Renita. They want to see men titties and all this other stuff. I bet you if I got on here and DJ Quantis coming here as DJ Cortina, then he seen the light, baby.
Bring up our race, dude.
Cortina,
DJ Cortina. Woo! It's raining men. Hallelujah! It's raining men. That's what they want. They want to flip me, but you ain't gonna flip Quantis.
I think you're right. They do overreact and reach some far, but like they got a good case, in the sense of, because the construct of gender has, like, all right, when I was a kid, I used to play in my mom's heels, but I realized I didn't want that. They hurt my ankles real bad, and I'm like, why the fuck women do this shit?
Now that, I don't even know why women wear heels in the first place.
That shit hurts. But like, so like, I get what they're saying. So like, if somebody is constantly,
why did women stop wearing heels anyway? I want to research that.
I don't know.
Are they trying to be equal to men's height or something?
I have no idea. But like, at the end of the day, I understand a little kid that grew up and he wanted to play with pink Barbie dolls and wear heels and shit, but he might not necessarily want to have sex with a man because he a kid. He just want to play with toys and play with his mama shit.
I was looking at my son, and he had one of the little girls had brought her little Barbie dolls over, and then he grabbed the doll and took all the clothes off. I said, "Oh, that nigga ain't trying to play with Barbie dolls. He's trying to see a nigga."
I used to make him hump. I used to make him hump too. I used to do that with the Barbie dolls. I will say that, like, I don't know if Quantis didn't know or not.
But you just trying to see it naked. That's all that was.
I don't know. I might have been a little bit perverted, but no.
I used to wonder why. I used to wonder though why Ken didn't have no balls. I was like, why you got no balls, man?
He had a smooth hump.
Ken was what they call non-binary. I was like,
Ken and Barbie, both of them niggas is non-binary. Ain't no pussy or dick down there.
What was they represented? What was What's the name of the show? What was their identity? Ken and Barbie identified as a man and woman, but they was not.
No, it's totally fine, and I understand the construct of gender, and they point on that, but I do think they got to be careful. They do overreach a little.
Barbie had boobs though, Malachi.
Yeah, she had titties.
That's all. That's all she had.
So I guess they thought that like the top organs is okay, but like don't show.
But she didn't have nipples.
Nope, yeah, they didn't have no nipples, and she didn't have a vagina or the clitoris, and none of that. And he didn't have a penis.
Ken was nothing, man. No. Chest. I think he had a chest.
Yeah, he had nipples. He had nipples on his chest, I think.
I don't think Ken didn't have no nipples.
Well, I remember some of those action figures or toys having.
It might have been G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe was different looking. G.I. Joe, he could move. He could move everything. Ken's arm only did like this, but G.I. Joe could move all kind of ways. And he had a scar. G.I. Joe had a scar.
Yeah, well, let's wrap it up.
I don't even want to see the toys now. They probably got the real stuff. I don't want to see nothing.
Let's wrap it up. I drifted way off the outline. I don't know where the fuck this shit went, dealing with two scatterbrains.
Mr. Potato Head. Mr. Potato Head don't even got nothing but arms and legs, feet and hands.
And exchangeable lips.
I can't stand her.
What is his identity?
Oh,
you know they're trying to change Mr. Potato Head identity?
But you can change Mr. Potato Head to Miss Potato Head with a proper hat.
What you doing later? You want to, I got to run downtown.
What are you running downtown for?
We got a couple cousins in town. Smurf.
Oh, shit. I'm down one leg.
What's downtown?
They at the taste and shit, but
I can't do the taste.
Oh shit, we
Call
still
me.
live. Let me wrap this up. Yeah,
hey.
I'm talking about we still live. What's up? Shout out to Smurfy. What up, cousin Smurfy and cousin Larry?
That's the one with the business that's up here?
Yeah, Kendrick.
Smokehouse. Shout out to everybody. He been on the show before.
And Larry.
So everybody's been on the show.
I still want to eat that smoked leg, that smoked turkey leg.
He could cook.
You had that smoked turkey leg, Renita?
No.
You was just down there.
I was down there shooting. I was shooting. I was down there shooting.
You sitting there eating Kurt's barbecue, but you ain't ate your own.
Yeah,
he's not here. He's not here. He's in Memphis.
But you was down there.
I was shooting then. I wasn't thinking about it. We was going there for a wedding. He wasn't there for business.
Yeah, he didn't cook at the wedding.
He didn't have nothing there.
Nah, he should have cooked at the wedding.
He should cook. I bet that food was nasty, wasn't it?
It wasn't nasty.
You know what? Don't let Quantis set you up for the kill.
It wasn't nasty. It just wasn't delicious either. What was in?
Why people be? I want to know who be in the catering business and they be catering the food be nasty as hell. I'll be like, why is y'all in business, man?
It's not. There very few times have I actually ate nasty. Okay, what are we defining as nasty?
That food at April wedding
it was fair.
It was okay, yeah.
It wasn't nasty. Like I'm talking about, like nasty. It's really hard to make food nasty. Like even food that's bland, you can still put some salt and pepper on it and eat it. You know, you fuck up food when you dry it out or undercook it. Undercooking and overcooking is the only thing you can do to food to really fuck it up so bad to make it nasty. Be like, nigga,
hospital food is actually good. I actually had good food. I had good food. I don't know why people be talking about, I don't know hospital food. Hospital food, it'd be pretty good to me.
It's not terrible. It's fair. That's all I'm be saying. Like, people be acting like it's really hard to find nasty food is what I'm saying. Like, you really got to want to fuck up food to fuck it up.
I remember, man, I went to Womel house, man, when he first got married.
No,
we still live. Stop.
Okay.
Stop. Stop. All right, like final thoughts, guys.
I thought we was off already.
Have a great night.
I didn't go to the final thoughts spot. Final thoughts? Any final thoughts, Renita?
I have none.
I have none. I just tired of seeing Renita eat barbecue every Saturday.
We love you guys. Like our page, join our group. Link with us if you want to do. We got 2 more episodes left.
That last one gonna be a doozy.
Yeah, we saving.
If you could get somebody to come on.
Episode 20 would be on rape culture. No, there's a lot of people can't come on that one. Kaz not coming on that one. I already said that.
I'm there.
But
why you can't? Oh,
I hate you.
You can't be naming names, really.
Huh?
You can't be naming names.
I ain't gonna name no names.
That's the